I have a question for you. As an 11-year-old, as a kid, because there's going to be kids and adults watching, explain to the adults watching, like, what's one thing that they should know when it comes to being a kid and money? Like, what's one thing that you feel like adults should understand better?
So one thing, I know some parents just let their kids slack all day, play video games, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Instead, they should get them to work.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing, maybe the kid says, I don't want to work. So now you should try to find, what do they really want?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, I'm talking about a kid that's completely different. Let's say your kid's playing PS4,
Mm-hmm.
you know, having so much fun, but he plays that on that thing all day long.
Yeah.
No work, just all he does is like what?
He's just a PS4 bum.
Yeah, he just plays that, eats dinner, that's it.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't even eat dinner. He might just play right through dinner.
Might as well just eat some chips. So one thing, you want your kid to get to work, get ready for the future.
Yeah.
So I would say get to work. So let's say you see the kid, he's slacking off.
Mm-hmm.
Try to find what he really wants. Maybe later on he says, oh, can you get that, blah, 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 like a game that he really wants, I don't know, like Fortnite?
Yeah.
Something like that. The kid wants some Fortnite game, but he's never gotten it and just continues playing on there. You could say to the kid, how about you do this so you can get this Fortnite thing?
Yeah. You kind of give them like a job, and they can get, like you said, with the pay. If instead of got paid with money, you got paid with the things you really wanted.
Yeah, so they can get a job and get the things they want. And even you should even just let the kid just work and not even give him anything, because
just work is good.
Yeah, work is good. You can't just always get everything for everything you do.
Yeah.
Like, for example, let's say you give your kid free chores to do. Let's say at least one, you shouldn't give anything to the kid. Like, let's say one, do the dishes, another one, do the laundry, and then one, make his bed after waking up. So, making the bed one, of course, he shouldn't even actually get money for that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's say they do everything, like, everything they do that helps, you pay them. At the point, it's just going to get the kid spoiled.
Yeah.
Because some of the chores that you're giving to the kid, it's going to be easy peasy.
Yeah.
Like,
and he should do his bed anyways, because it's his bed, right?
Yeah, it's his. So, if the parent gives something to the child, now it's their responsibility to take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, if the kid breaks off the head and cries and says that the adults, what, like, their fault.
Yeah, like, why did you let me break my toy?
And it's actually your fault. You could have just left it alone there.
Yeah.
So, everything that your parents give to you, it's now in your responsibility. So, for example, let's say the kid before, he was just playing video games. He never did his bed. The parents would do it for him. So, and then now, let's say that PS4 kid works.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's say in the future, 2 realms. One where the kid just keeps doing things.
Yeah.
And the parents keep paying him. For example, let's say he does this very simple thing. Like, the parent says, can you put that sock away? And it's on the floor. He puts it away and then you pay it. No, he should just put it away and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, that's his sock, so he should put it away.
Yeah, and he probably put it on the floor in the first place.
So, you shouldn't always pay your kid for everything, because, besides, as I know all of you adults go, so you work to pay, right? But even when you're at home, you still work, but you don't get paid for it. So, another way, the kids should do chores and not get paid for them, so they know they're prepared for later on. Because you can keep paying them, even when they're just doing simple things, and then later on, they're like, they pick up the laundry, and then, where's the person to pay me? Maybe they go into the...
So, you're not going to believe this, but there's actually adults who do this. So they don't have jobs, and they expect money from someone. They don't work, they don't produce anything, but they think they should get income. It's actually adults do this now. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, even just, like, you still should do it for kids. Not just because they should get prepared for the future. That does happen. They should just work anyway to get used to it. besides not getting paid for work, it also gets them more ready for working more when they're actually getting paid for it.
Yeah. Now with this is good because like when I was a kid, like I got to work with my dad. He was a painter, so like he would paint houses. We would paint the outside of the house. We'd paint the inside of the house. So he would always invite me to come work. I didn't have to if I didn't want to, but he was always like, "Hey, if you want to come work, you can." So when I was your age, I was painting houses. I was hanging drywall.
And you want to get paid for it?
I would get paid $5 an hour for it. And you know, for him, like, and it had to be a good job, right? Because he's like, okay, I could hire a robber. You know, he's gone to school, he's an adult, and he's gonna do a really good job. But I'm gonna have to pay Robert wages because he's an adult, and I've got to pay an adult more than a kid. So his deal with me was, you know, you're 10, and so I can pay you $5 an hour, which is way more than you're gonna make anywhere else. I knew that because my allowance, which I got with my mom, was $5 a week. I would do all my chores, and she'd be like, "Cool, here's $5." So for me to get $5 an hour, it was like unheard of. I could work 5 hours and make $25, and that's a lot of money for a 10-year-old. And so with an adult, he would have to pay 5 hours of work, maybe $150 an hour. So it was a win for him because he didn't have to pay as much, but it was a win for me because I could earn a lot more. So I kind of grew up with what you're saying, where it was like some things my dad didn't pay me for, like making my bed. He was in the military, so he's just like, you just need to make your bed. Like, that's just what you do.
And another reason why you shouldn't always get paid, it's also just help. Like, for example, your parents need help with something, and they'll pay you. No, you shouldn't just help them. Besides, they're your parents. You should also give them care that they give to you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, getting money, that's an extra thing. Like, the reason why you don't always get paid for the things you do, it's also to pay back for what they are giving to you. They're giving you a roof and fun,
giving you
and
food, fun, all that stuff.